Senate Bill 1813, titled the Moving Ahead for Progress in the 21st Century Act, is expected to pass in the House. The text of the bill states, not later than 180 days after the date of enactment of this act, the Secretary shall revise Part 563 of Title 49, Code of Federal Regulations, to require, beginning with model year 2015, that new passenger motor vehicles sold in the United States be equipped with an event data recorder that meets the requirements under that part. As stated in Section 31406 of the bill, the government would have the power to access it in a number of circumstances, reports Infowars.com. It may also require an interoperable data access port to facilitate universal accessibility and analysis by EMTs in case of an accident, for example, which poses possible hacking issues. The bill, sponsored by Senator Barbara Boxer, Democrat, California, and promoted by Senator Harry Reid, Democrat, Nevada, would also empower the IRS to revoke passports of citizens merely accused of owing over $50,000 in back taxes. Could the black box or a similar technology be used in the future for the same purpose? Biometric face recognition and transdermal sensor technology that prevents an inebriated person from driving a car by disabling the automobile has already been developed in the UK, in addition to systems that refuse to allow the vehicle to start if the driver is deemed to be overtired. The ultimate Big Brother scenario would be a system whereby every driver had to get permission from the government to drive each time they get behind the wheel, once it had been determined from an iris scan that they were good citizens who have paid all their taxes and not misbehaved, suggests Infowars.com. Or perhaps the massive computer systems running future smart cities could sense driver emotional states, say road rage or even intentions, and disable the vehicle, or else access the phone's GPS and have law enforcement pull you over. Maybe the black box in the future will eventually monitor everything happening in the car, with real-time feeds to Homeland Security. These days is it usable to be paranoid enough? All the way back in 2006, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration mandated that all new vehicles be equipped with EDR black boxes by the 2013 model year. 85% of U.S. vehicles now have EDR devices that must capture and preserve at least 15 types of crash data, including pre-crash speed, engine throttle, changes in forward velocity and airbag deployment times. Some capture 30 types of data. Title 49, Section 563 relates the requirements for ground transportation EDRs if added to a vehicle by a manufacturer. It doesn't require vehicles to include one, or it doesn't at the moment. Senate Bill 1813 would change that to make it a requirement. The question of who gets access to the data, and that's a little cryptic. The proposal states that the owner of the vehicle owns the data as well, but with some exceptions.